We are live. Hello.
Hi guys, hello from different parts of the world. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending from where you are tuning in from. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying like the weather. Well, in some places they're not enjoying the weather right now, like flooding happening in Dubai. Places getting really, really hot. Some places getting really, really cold. But brace up because change is here to stay. So, but I hope all you're doing really good. And um, today we are going to be talking about something that is quite common to everyone and very, very important for everybody. We are talking about generational wealth, escaping the line, right? So, guys, if you have any questions, as we are going to be dishing out some things that we've learned from other people and some that we personally use to uh, level up our game, the money game I'm talking about, then you can ask away in the comments, right? So,
Mhm.
and also if you have some contribution to what we're saying, please ask in the comment. Don't be shy. This is just a community where we talk about like different topics. We talk about relationships. We talk about money. We talk about marriage. God. So you're very much welcome, guys. This is a Christian community, and my name is David. In case you don't know, I'll just allow my other guests to introduce themselves.
Okay, Madam Awukoya Deborah. Nice to be here again today. Today we're going to discuss something very important and something that I think, as I was looking through the week, listening to a lot going on around the world, I just felt we really need to talk about this in the Christian community. And we need to awaken the minds of singles as well as married people. It's not too late if you're married, and we need to talk about very important things. Yes, I know Jesus is coming soon. A lot of things are happening, showing for that Jesus is coming soon. But before the Lord appears, we need to keep body and soul together. So that's what we're going to discuss today. And for you to be able to serve the Lord acceptably, for you to be able to live a life that pleases the Lord, you need these things that we're going to be talking about. And is to give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. There's nothing bad in giving to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Yes. And if you are like a disciple of Jesus and you know you are really a follower of Jesus, the Bible tells us about, the follower, when they needed to pay, he asked them, go into the mouth of the fish. So you just need to know which fish. If you don't know the fish, you can go and get the money to be able to, pay your bills and all of that. And it will help you to be able to, you will not need to be going in boxes of people to be asking, these things. We really need to talk about these things. And let me allow my other co-host to introduce herself.
Oh, hello, friends. How are you doing? I'm happy to be here again. I'm so excited to be having this conversation. Okay. I'm a woman that wears many hats. My name is Princess, and as much as I'm a mom, I'm a full-time mom entrepreneur. So, guys, I like money. Okay, I like money. They say
I
money is the
also
root
like
of all
money. Yeah,
evil.
something about. I love money. I don't.
They say they say
I
money is the
love
root of
money.
all evil. But
I
guys,
love it. Answereth all things. The same Bible says it. So let us not
exactly.
deceive
I
ourselves.
was
Money
I
is
was
very good.
I was reading a particular book, and there was something that person said, but I think I will share it maybe as we go. that mother, she said something that touched my heart, and I was like, oh my God, this is something I want to share with my community. Like, okay, I don't like money, I don't care about money. He said, okay, money is not everything, yes, but when there is no money, forget about love. I know that this is a Christian relationship. We talk love and everything. We're children of God, we're going to heaven. But guys, Jesus had to go to the mouth of a fish to pay Caesar what belonged to Caesar, right? As you have just said. So, my friends, we are teaching you how to find that gold in the mouth of the
I know
fish.
here in this community, we are not hypocrites. We'll tell you the way. Let's not deceive ourselves. What you say indoors, what you say, what ladies sit down to talk about in their corners, what guys sit down to talk about, Christian guys and Christian ladies. That's what we need to talk about. We really need to trash these things and talk to each other so that we are playing. Because if we're not really playing and we're not discussing these things the way they should be discussed, and you are not making it real, then there's no need. Let's make this thing real. Even without money, you cannot get on a flight to go and preach the gospel somewhere now. They're
Mhm.
going to put you on that flight free of charge.
That's right. So, you need money to preach the gospel. You need money to have a sweet marriage. Some people say, yeah, but people are happy in their marriage, guys.
It's
When
not
people
true.
are,
It's a
when
lie.
people are hungry, okay, poverty is relative, I say. Like this
Yes.
lady that we used to watch on YouTube, her video popped up to me one day, and they live a very quiet life in China. She's married to a Chinese guy. She's an African lady, and they live a very quiet life in China. And it looks like, in quote, that they are living like a poor life and they look happy and everything. But people forget that she is on YouTube. She's not on YouTube to just play and tell you her lifestyle and everything. She's in her simplicity. She's sharing what life is where she lives in rural China.
China.
But she's making her money from all of us guys that it pops to us. We watch it. All of us are watching her videos. And recently, I just like this lady that's living a very simple life. She's building a mansion or a small, beautiful, modern house in rural China. So in spite of that poverty, they are happy, they are smiling, they are loving on each other, guys. Without money, they will not be
But
eating
you
and be
are
cooking.
you not
They won't
seeing
be
now
cooking
on
those
the are you
foods.
are you not
You know,
seeing her cooking
right.
food? Is she not
Right.
cooking? She
That's right.
has food too. She's cooking different Chinese assorted food. Does she? For her to get that food, she has to pay for it.
Exactly. So this is just us saying that money is essential. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have tons and tons of it. Tons
No,
and tons of it is good too. If someone gives me tons and tons of money, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
But am I
You have
running for it? Am I desperate about it? No. But can I live without money and be all smiling? Oh, hallelujah. Let's just go and open our mouth and receive fresh air. God is good. No, it's not going to work, guys. It's not going to work.
no,
Forget
it
it.
can't work.
One
It
time
can't
or
work.
the other, you start getting upset with your sweet husband that you married. So that's why, before you get married, brothers, sisters, all of you,
To
you
me,
need money.
so I
You
just
need
want
to build wealth.
that. To me, money, just like you said, is relative, right? There are levels to it. Some people don't even look at money anymore. Money is like irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because they have so much of it. So it's money is nothing like anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So if we think about it in that sense, to me at some point, that's where I want to try. And it's a mindset that everybody should have, because if you have that kind of mindset, when you are talking to people
Mm-hmm.
that are supposed to give you, they will not see desperation in you. For example, like you're going to a job interview or whatever, you are bidding for a project,
Yeah.
and you don't see money as a big deal. You're not focusing on the money. You're more focused on
Value.
the
Really,
provide, right?
what you're going to give.
When you see things that way, you realize that you are more helpful to whoever you're trying to serve.
Mm-hmm.
as a business person or as an employee, because you believe that, okay, if I'm so good at this thing, automatically you have to pay me.
Yeah.
I don't need to ask you for money. The money must come,
Mm-hmm.
regardless, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing that everybody needs to start. So rather than thinking about I need to chase money, you should
Mm-hmm.
start thinking, what are the things I need to do that gives the most output in terms of money wise?
Yeah.
Money is just a tool that will help you better. If you have a lot of it, your love life is going to be sweet, because you can now, as a
Yeah.
man, now, for example, your wife will love you even more because you can buy her things that you never imagined she would, right? You can take her to vacation, but she can be bragging about her friends, right? So those are the benefits of money, but money in itself is useless. It's rubbish. Like, there
Mm-hmm.
are people who have a lot of money and their relationship life is terrible because they're not really nice people,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Even their entirely is even crap because they feel lonely, they feel depressed because
Mm-hmm.
they've not built themselves in terms of value and quality,
Yeah.
right? So yes, we are talking about money. There are things that you need to do that will attract money, right? That
Mm-hmm.
make you um, a rich person
Mm-hmm.
or escape sakpa, like they used to say in Nigeria. Sakpa means poverty, right? So
Oh,
that
you've gone from Jackpot to Sakpa. All right.
Spa.
Woo!
there's this
Lot of
meme that,
slangs.
right, that you are always trying to escape from sakpa. Like sakpa is pursuing you, but you're trying to escape from sakpa. So that's what we're trying to talk about. Like you escaping Sakpa. Sakpa is chasing you, you're escaping, you're running. But if you reach a certain stage, Sakpa will not even look at you. Sakpa is like really, really far away. So Sakpa will no longer be a problem because you have become such a.
Comfortable.
So yeah, let's start with that. And I guess the princess, you had some stuff you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, no. So me, I want to just start with mindset. So the way you look at money matters a lot. Some of us here, I mean, you'll definitely find some people here who'd come um and maybe they watch this video later, or maybe they're watching this video right now, or they watch it a couple of days after and they'll be like, money is not that important to me. I don't think that it's important. Jesus is coming soon. We're going to heaven. Yeah, they'll put on that very spiritual cap and they'll start sounding like money is not important to them. I just want to say that it's all about your mindset. If you take money as a tool, the Bible said it's the love of money that is the root of all evil, right? The love of money. It's not having money, but the love of it. When you start to love money more than your service to God, more than your love for God, right? That's where the root of all evil comes. But if you use money as a tool for what it is, you use money for exactly what it is, then I don't see any reason why you should not think that you can have money. Okay, so now what are you doing? It all starts in the mind. If you think poor, someone said if you think poor, you'll make poor decisions. And before you know it, you'll remain poor. So if you change your mindset, if you start thinking like where I am today is not where I want to be or where I hope to be, I may not have gotten to where I'm going to, but I have a vision. So, like, I don't know if you have a vision board. Some people have a vision board in their mind. Some people write it down, like the Bible says, write it on plain sheet and run with it. The vision is not yet clear, but write it and run with it. So if you write it down and you put it in front of you every morning when you wake up after you pray, you can take it, pray about it, and then you're able to make some plans based on the vision that you see every day. So whatever you see every day could also be a motivating factor. It could motivate you towards your goal, right? Because we are human beings. That songwriter said, "Remind me, dear Lord," because humans forget, right? So you might forget, you might easily forget what that vision that God has placed in your mind, that thing that you've thought about, that dream that you've had, where you're going to, you might forget it. But if you write it down in front of you, you know that, okay, this is my goal, and you can place a time frame. That's how to plan, right? Because they say if you don't plan, then you plan to fail. So you can place some time frames or timelines. Okay, from this time to this quarter, second quarter, third quarter of the year, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to achieve. This is what, with God's help, I want to be able to get to. So based on that, your mindset will not be looking at the circumstance around you. Things are not working out. The dollar is this, the pound is this, the euro is that, my currency in my country is this. That will not be your driving motive or driving motor or driving force, but you know where you're going. And despite what setbacks that you have, you'll be able to find a way to go around, just like water. No matter what you place, a rock, whatever you place in front of water, it will always find its way around and get to where it's going to. So you always find a way to navigate your way through, and to change course, change route. You mustn't be rigid. That's where mindset comes into place too. Have that flexibility in mind and say, okay, I had a plan to build this house with bricks, but I found myself that bricks are maybe too expensive. But if I don't use cement bricks, I can use the red bricks, or I can use very nice wood, or I can use, I don't know, a container, whatever. The goal is having a house that is sustainable, and maybe as time goes on, you improve upon your building, you improve upon what you have placed as foundation. Once you set the right foundation, first of all. And there are simple things that you can do. I believe that you don't really have to work so hard. You don't have to work your hands to blood, to bleeding, before you get what you want to get to in life. Because there are some people that work so hard, but they get so little. So if you don't have the right strategy, you'll be working so hard, your family will not see you, your loved ones will not see you, you can't cut off every connection, you will not build any relationship. You are like, I'm sitting down in front of my computer, I'm just working, I'm looking for jobs, I'm just working. And there will be nothing to show for all the hard work that you have put in. But if you're able to understand that there are strategies that I can employ to be able to get to where I'm going to. Okay, now I'm working, I have a full-time job, for example. I'm going to give you practical examples. You have a full-time job, you work, let's say, for an employer, a private employer, the public government, the government, or whatever, a non-for-profit. However, whoever your employer is, doesn't matter. You have a job, you have a full-time job. Start thinking of, what can I use my money to do? You save money, you try to save money. Number one, I'm someone who encourages people to save, no matter how small it is. You could make it 10%, you make it 5%, no matter how, depending on your needs. But always have an emergency fund. Always have money, some amount that you put in an emergency fund. I've learned that this year. I can even tell you that idea of, I don't know why I'm saving this money, but I'm saving this money. When a project came this year, I needed that money I'd saved. It came in handy. But just imagine if I had not thought about it and I'd spent everything, just like live as it comes, spend all the money as it goes and all that, I would be in a fix. So I'm an advocate of save, no matter how little, save money. So when you save money, when the time comes, you'd be able to invest that money that you have saved into something that will grow. Because I don't believe that you should leave your money in the bank and not do anything about it, because the returns from the bank, I've tried it. Returns from the bank is very, very, it's less than 1%. Sometimes it's 0.0 whatever percent. They use your money to do business, but they make the big interest, but they give you like peanuts. So when you have a savings, don't take everything out. Leave some for the rainy day, okay? But have a chunk, an amount that you will invest into a business that is profitable. Okay, be careful with all those Give me $5, I'll make it $10 in 2 days. Many of us have been burnt. During COVID, I've lost, I don't want to tell you how much I lost. Give me $5, it will become $10. And many times they sell it so well, the marketers, they are so good at selling it. And you take all your life savings, then you'll invest it into that. And many times, I'm just going to be blunt, it's greediness. We're greedy. I sometimes I sit alone in the dark and I'm like, I was just greedy, man. It was just being greedy. I wasn't ready to put into that slow, let me make it little by little, let me succeed little by little, let me see my returns little by little. I just wanted quick. It's not gambling. It's not this magic, like just turn it around. And that's why these scammers are still in business, because many of us want this quick gratification. Now, I just became rich. Woo! Can you imagine this guy? He said he had $1,000 in 3 months. He said that his money reached 15,000. Then you are sleeping over it. You are turning on your bed. You don't even allow your brain to kick in, like your reasoning faculty, to say, okay, how did he turn it? What is the business that he's doing? Where did he put this money? And is there any business that you put in 1,000 and get 15,000? Like, how did he do it? Like, how possible? Even if he says he put 1,000 and made 15,000 in 10 days, please. If he doesn't tell you the blueprint of how he turned that money to 15,000, it's many times it's a scam. Okay. And one thing about greed is that most times you think, oh, I just missed it this time, and you gamble. It becomes like greed goes along with gambling. You say, okay, you know what? It's just because I didn't calculate well. Next time I'll try it again. Seriously, I got burnt twice. Okay, that's why I'm telling you from experience that it's like gambling. I gambled, and I didn't gamble with small money. It was a lot of money. And imagine you gambling and say, those people will tell you, you know what? This money has to go through Bitcoin because it's easier that way. Because, and you put it in Bitcoin. We don't see it anywhere else. And I have a friend that that lady has been burnt for more than 5 times. And she's like, I'll never stop this thing. I must break the code. I said, what code are you breaking? There is no code. The code is failure. The code is being scammed. You can't be scammed the first time 10,000. You'll be scammed another time. I said, how much did you lose? This time around it was like 7,000. I said, what? You're working so hard. You're building your 7,000. You're losing it. And they're telling you, oh, don't worry. The system is down. It's going to come back in 1 year. What 1 year are we talking about? Stop gambling. Take this money. Get something physical. Invest. I don't know. Invest it into... Buy a small apartment, no matter how small it is. Invest that money into a very small apartment. Hold that apartment for a couple of years and sell it. At least you are seeing your apartment. Take that your money as a down payment. Invest it into an apartment. Join with other friends. Invest it in something tangible. And stop saying that, oh, next time it's going to work. Next time it's going to work. So if any one of you is here and you're waiting for your money to double, to triple, please stop those. I don't know. It works for some people. But most times it's other people's tears that those people are enjoying. So it's a game of luck. You don't know when the fire is going to burn you. You don't know how it's going to burn you. So don't do it, please. That's my simple advice. I don't know. Some people might have different thoughts, but that's then also somebody has something to say.
No,
keep going.
No, go ahead.
So another thing is that some people will say, you know what? I don't know what to do with my money. I'll tell you that there are things that you should think about. So there are more secure places where you can put your money. I talked about real estate. Another place you can put your money is stocks. Stocks. Do stocks or shares with companies that have been there for a long time and they are reliable. No matter how small your money, you can always sell your stock and make your money back. Okay, so stock is another good one. Another good one that I always say is business. I love business. I love buying and selling. And there are basic things that people will need that you will sell and that you will buy. Don't worry, the market is saturated. Oh, everybody is selling this. Don't go and sell this. There are some things that I will not advise you to do, right? There are some business that I don't tell people to do. Like, I don't really like to go into clothes business if I don't have a brick and mortar store. Because I believe that if I'm buying this thing, like what they call drop shipping and all of those, if it doesn't size them, they send it back to my house or my storage, most times those people do it from their house. At the end of the day, you find yourself with a lot of things that you don't know what to do with. So I'm a little worried about clothing, but it depends. You can do children's clothes. Children's clothes is good because if you don't sell, if they return it, there might be another newborn baby that will want that pattern, that dressing. So you can sell, you can own a store. So clothing, shelter, food. Food, it's
Those are
a
basic things,
no-brainer.
especially when you're into selling of food.
Very
Food is
basic.
something that everywhere, every day, people are always buying. Like, for example,
Right.
here in my own country of residence, it's everywhere you see new shops opening. There are always new
food.
restaurants, new fast food joints.
People are
Because
always going there.
also, you also need to think about the culture. But I think culture does not really matter, really. Even in Africa, I think people are beginning to eat out because they do not have time. So if you can guarantee that when someone comes to your restaurant, it's very clean, sleek,
Mhm.
and you give good food, that if maybe it's something that you can also eat in your own home, good clean food,
Yes.
well cooked, well served, clean, hygienic.
Yeah.
You take, families can come in, they can feed themselves, and no one is going to have diarrhea or what have you. Very good. Or you can do take home pay. Sometimes
Aside,
sometimes I buy
as-
things. I buy things to eat. Maybe I'm too tired and I don't want to cook. I just get a what do you call it now?
Kebab.
Flour and portage, something that
Kebab,
you
right?
home
Like
to your
kebab.
house.
take away.
Kebab, even apart from kebab, there are other things too. Yeah, the flour and portage. There are some,
So it's take away, take home.
yes,
Take,
take away.
Hmm.
So just, but for me, it would be great. For example, if I know this particular person, like I'm a person that don't cook. I don't really cook. I don't cook with Maggie. So if, for example, it's eco, is this, is health,
Yeah.
that person is very health conscious. I
Yeah.
know this person that is very health conscious. You can put that as your own, what demarks you
Yeah.
from others.
Yeah.
That I can prepare your meal. It's not a thing that
Mhm.
you have a risk of having cancer or any of these
It's
things.
a healthy
But
food. Yeah.
that's why
very
diet is
healthy.
very popular now because
Yeah.
of it's a market.
What did you say?
Yeah. Healthy meal is a market on its own. Yes.
Yes,
Keto diet is
or you
popular.
want to target those that that are interested in losing their weight. You want to do something
And so
that they
now
will
you're
enjoy
telling
the
them
meal.
marketing skills. Now you're cooking something. You are creating niches now, right? Now you're
So
creating niches. So if you're going to advertise your stuff on you on Facebook or Google or whatever, these are the terms that you'll be looking for based on what you're cooking. And you see,
but before that, I just want to add something. Now a lot of people are going abroad, so a lot of Africans abroad, all of that, and just for the fact that things are changing a lot, and African music is reaching out to every type of human being right now.
yeah,
Because of that, people are more open to the culture of
food,
Africanness as a
yeah.
whole, and
Mhm.
not just the music, right? Explore other things, and
Mhm.
food is part of what makes Africa what it is because our food is unique.
Yeah.
Now, I was just browsing on YouTube, checking out some businesses and stuff. I stumbled across a guy in US. Um, he opened a suya shop,
Mm.
and the funny thing is, obviously, I adapted it a little bit. So, but the crazy thing, the most people that are coming to his shop are white people, like they're Caucasians, right? So even though it's especially a Nigerian dish type of food, and the way he was able to make that be attractive is because of his packaging and um, his style of decoration, right?
The
People
way you
felt
decorated.
different. So let's try it. One person tried it, they bring their friend. Every time it has now become like,
It's usually through referral. It's
you
usually
know how
through referral. Yeah.
Starbucks used to have a long queue of people trying to get
Does
Starbucks
he have a
coffee.
shop? Does he have a
Eh,
restaurant, physical
that-
restaurant?
He does have a small restaurant like that,
But even
and
even if you don't have a restaurant, sometimes sometimes people think that having a restaurant might be a little bit cost like expensive. But
no, I'm there, right? So what I'm just trying to say is that just we are talking about food. That food is lucrative doesn't mean that you should go the normal route. You
yeah,
should niche that is a bit unique
yeah.
to the location where you are.
They know you as a suya man. That's
Another
a good
thing,
one.
um, there is what they call in Dubai. Is it what's it called again? Virtual kitchen. Virtual kitchen, right? Meaning that you can buy front, but you can't actually see what it is. So, um, you buy the food and deliver it to your house. That's very, very common in Dubai. Like,
Yeah, that one
but
is that one
so
happens here too. But we don't call it virtual kitchen. Like for example, I went to a birthday party. Before the birthday, that lady told me that hey, for the campus church, we heard that there's a lady that makes the food, and they say it's good food. I'm looking for someone like she's never done it before, but she wanted to mark her birthday, and then she was asking, and I told her, yeah, I'm gonna give you the number, and so she ordered from that person. And I think in the process, someone mentioned another lady. And so when I went to the birthday, I was like, "Oh, you got the jollof rice and the fried rice and the what have you from the lady?" And she's like, "No, there's my God, you need to try that jollof rice. There's another jollof rice again. If you guys taste this one, woo!" I cook, right? I'm a woman. We're all women. We cook. Some of us, I mean, you're a man, but I'm a woman. I cook for my family. The way she raved about it, I was like, let me give this thing a shot. I tasted that jollof rice. When I brought it, my husband was like, I don't know what spice would she have put in this thing? It had another jollof rice taste, like this party rice kind of. But there's one particular spice. I have not deciphered what that spice is. I thought about it. Could that be star anise? Like, what did she put?
That's
And
the
my husband was
secret, the secret of the
And my
recipe.
husband was even like, you know what? We can order from her from time to time. When you don't feel like cooking, you just order for the week.
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
the kids can take this to school. My kids were like, "Mommy, can I have that jollof rice? That jollof
That's
rice from the
such
party?"
a problem,
Because I bought a lot of it, right? So they were like, "Can I have that jollof rice? Jollof rice was good. Can I have it again tomorrow?" I'm like, "Hey, are you guys saying my cooking is not that great?" No, it's just a different taste, a different spin to it. I was like, this girl will never want to tell me what is that spice. So I was thinking that
Never. That's the
I
secret
could
for
start
me.
to
You
buy her
know,
own rice once in a while to change it up for my family. Look,
who
I
is going to
have a
tell
kitchen, I
this
have a
lady?
home, I
Who
can
is going
cook,
to tell
but I
that
just
lady
wanted that
that
different
that
taste.
is something that you say en français? They will say c'est un secret, c'est quelque chose de grammaire, tu vois? Something
Yeah,
that you go into some
grandma's
restaurants,
recipes. They call it
they
grandma's.
have been cooking. They have this particular recipe that is a secret menu, a secret recipe. They have kept for maybe 100 years,
Yeah,
200 centuries. Do you know that? Passed
yeah,
from one generation to another.
I don't know. I don't know where she got that from.
and that
Some
cook.
girls from their family, they know how to cook party rice. I know, and that's one problem with many young people. When grandma is cooking, your grandmother is cooking, maybe your mom is a caterer, your mom cooks well, but you're all gallivanting about. You don't know when this thing will come in handy for you when you go
Mm.
abroad. You don't learn. You don't learn from those mamas or even your dad or your aunts. You have someone in the family that can cook so well. Learn it. Look, nowadays, forget 9 to 5. We have 9 to 5s, but we're all looking for side business.
I was
We're
talking with
all
a
looking
dentist in
for side
church.
business.
A dentist. That guy is a dentist. A dentist. You know what the guy told me? That he knows another medical doctor that he left the field of medicine to go and become a plumber.
Hmm.
That plumbers make more money than doctors.
Are you kidding me? I think I'm
Yes.
gonna learn plumbing then.
Yeah, but that's in the West now. That's in Europe. Yes, they make a lot of money.
Oh, even here.
Plumbers make
come out.
more money
It's
than
150
medical doctors.
for plumber to just come out, whether he does the work, just for him to come, is $150.
Damn.
Handwork.
I want to be a plumber when I grow
They
up.
say they'll just touch something. You just touch something. 250 euros. 250 euros. That the plumbers, that some of the plumbers, I learned that some of the plumbers, that what they declare to government is about 10,000 euro per month. But what they have really worked is more than 10,000 euro.
Oh my. So they are keeping in the money.
Yeah, they throw in their expenses. And some people pay cash, right?
That sometimes they even go to the entreprise. They will they will ask the guys to for this. You write this there, and I will give you this. I mean, they are not declaring everything. Though as a Christian, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Invariably, if they are declaring, their income might be up to 20,000.
Yeah.
Let's not go into this, because this one is now entering my eyes. I want to talk more about it, but
you want to do plumbing now? Guy, handwork. The point, the simple thing we're bringing out of this is that handwork is very important. Okay,
yes, no.
My hairdresser, I don't go to her anymore because I'm trying to do my own thing. My hairdresser will not touch your hair if you don't pay $150. To make one hair, just wash your hair and make big style. If she's just going to wash your hair, just wash your hair with her. Just wash your hair washing, and just using her steam and everything, you pay $85.
You know, some people, as we're talking about this, they're going to think
natural hair. She doesn't do that. Girl doesn't attach any hair to anything.
Some people are going to think that it is because you are in Europe or something, or it's because you're in West. Do you know that you can provide some services that people have commonized? For example, imagine, you know that we know someone that had an accident. If you have a nurse qui est ambulatoire, you know what is ambulatoire? Ça veut dire que she doesn't have she puts all her nursing thing inside her car, and she goes from one place to another, according to her rendezvous. From one place to another to clean it well, and that you're cleaning it clinically well. You are getting good products. You are doing your job clinically well, such that when he goes back, your patient goes back to see his doctor. The doctor looks at his leg; it's not decaying. Everything is in place.
That's right.
You know that a medical doctor came from Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah. What did they send him to come and do? They sent him to come and check at the hospital. De Bois, to see what is happening in the geriatry. Geriatry, what is that?
Where children are.
In English. This thing that is related to the old people. So what is it going to do? It's coming to come and see how it's being practiced here, how the old people's home are being practiced here, so that they can adapt it to Cote d'Ivoire. Why? Because old people are now beginning to not every old person has, and there are some families that want their children, their old person, to be well taken care of. For example, if he is going to be permitted, for example, he's in Africa, you want your old person to be permitted to stay indoors. Do you know that as a medical practitioner, you can look for, they are doing a lot of foire. What is foire in China presently? They are producing things that you can get cheap equipment from China. You can get equipment where you put things on old people that they will press and call you when they have a problem. Yeah. And you have people that are going to work for you and to come to the aid of the old person, so that old person is not left alone. And then the person he then takes care of the person. Maybe he's having one health challenge or the other, or maybe it's hepatitis. Or you even have you even create this old people's home where they can come in, and everything that has to do with the care of the old people are taken care of for for the week or for the month, and that's your package. That's your package.
Yeah, a nurse can do that.
A lot of things that can be done. A lot of things that can be done.
So if you are a nurse, these are things that you can do. If you are a nurse aide, assistant nurse, this is something that you can do. If you're a medical doctor, this is something that you can do. You know that it's funny. It's funny how people think that medical doctors are rich all the time. I've had friends who let me know that medical doctors in Africa are not so rich. It's just they dress well, they dress good and everything. Some people are not really so paid so well. There's some IT guys earn medical doctors. They can even pay medical doctors. Okay. So if you're a medical doctor and you have your 9 to 5, on your day off or by the side, you can just use just 10 minutes or 15 minutes to attend to outpatients, without charging them too much, such that people can afford your care. They don't have to come to the hospital. They can afford your care. And it doesn't cost you, it doesn't take you so much. The point, where you get your money is in the multiplication of your clients or your patients. So you go from house to house. So if you come to a community, you're going to see 5 patients. Okay. And that way you supplement your income. Or maybe medical doctors, they feel, what is she talking about? What do you mean we're not earning well? I'm not saying all of you guys. Okay, there are some. That's what I said. So if everybody's not a consultant, right? Everybody's just, some people are just entry medical doctors. So let's put medical doctors.
You know that there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that can be done. Yes, you know there are a lot of things that can be done in Africa. Even this system, the system of you can get maybe, I don't know, 100 patients or 400 sets of people, education, and then say, okay, you pay upfront something every month to be able to ensure your health, such that if something happens to you, you don't need to be, will not send you out of the hospital without taking care of you. You are known by the hospital.
Yeah, but in Africa, there is no that monthly thing. It doesn't work.
Right? Yeah, but it can work.
It's something. It can, but it doesn't always work. So don't think, when you are thinking Africa, separate it. It's not Europe. You can't have a subscription method in Africa because it says
new. You just need to adapt it. It can work.
Okay. Well, let's look at going forward. Okay, looking at the positive, you think it will work. Okay. But right now, for somebody that needs it now, sometimes it's that cash and carry thing. I come there, I do my work, you pay me, thank you, I go. Right? That's another way to just make your money. If you're a nurse, you can do that. You're a nursing aide, you can do that. Okay. Apart from the medical field, there are other things that you can do, right? There are other things like, for example, if you're a hairdresser, you can go about, make people's hair, children's hair, wash their hair. And many women now, they want their hair to be nice, to be well taken care of. So you can always either do it in their home, or they come to your home. In your community, people can come, they know you as someone that can, take care of their hair nicely, and then learn about anything you're doing, any of your arts. Learn about
you be an expert in the field.
Exactly. So know the type of hair you're dealing with. Know the kind of thing that this hair needs. Is this a low porosity, high porosity, mid porosity? Learn about the hair. Learn about the products that you can advise these people to use. And then once they start seeing results, they'll tell their friend, and their friend will tell their friend, and I tell their friend, and before you know it, you have a very big, wide clientele of people that are using your services. You can be a personal shopper too, right? There is this personal shopper of a thing. You go, you find deals, and you bring them good deals. You go to where they are killing cow at the abattoir, and you get good meat, cheaper than what the market is offering.
And another thing that another thing that also people need to think about is that women, especially ladies must change their mindset. You should stop waiting for someone to come and do something for you. You should stop waiting for someone to come and save you. Stop thinking that your happiness lies in your marriage. Until you get married, I will not be able to do this. I'm from this family, and because of this, that's the reason why I'm like this. I want somebody that will come and help me so that he can help me out. What is wrong in he helping me? If you continue to have that mentality, you will not grow. You will not move forward.
Yeah.
You will not move forward. You are there you are a single lady, maybe you are even a graduate or something. You don't know how to, oh, you went to the university, you studied sociology, you came out of the university of sociology, and waiting for a white collar job. You don't have anything that you are doing whatsoever. That is that if you get married now, your bank account is almost empty. Can you imagine that? You're not ready for marriage. And you're thinking that once you get married is El Dorado. The worst of it all is that majority of people in your age bracket, they are struggling like you. Majority of the guys in your age bracket, they are struggling like you. So if you're not ready to wake up from your sleep to say, I need to build my life, I need to get my own funds, I need to get my money.
Don't worry, they'll go for the older ones.
The older guys are already married. Many of the older guys are already married. It's either they are married or they are divorcees.
No.
Many of those older guys, they are in their 40s. You know, the majority of the guys that are elite, that, you know, when you see them, they are sleek. They look nice. Their clothes are nice, neat. Those guys in their 30s, they were not. Nobody wanted them. Those guys in their 30s, no one wanted them. Because they were terrible work in progress. They were nothing. Some of them, and nothing was in their account. So if you want to start your life with them, except you want to go and marry a divorcee, and no, you are entering. If you are getting married to a divorcee, you are putting yourself into a big problem, because he had a wife already, and maybe he had children. You're going to deal with the children. You're going to deal with that wife always coming, because she must always come. Once a man has a child with a woman, it's like you are together for life, forever. I was listening to somebody. I never thought it like that. That, you know, when someone divorces and he has a child, he thinks that he has separated from person. You cannot separate. You're forever together. Why? Because you're going to have if you have children, you're going to have grandchildren together, great grandchildren. You will remain together forever.
Wow. Yeah.
Nothing separates you. You will keep seeing yourselves. If you cannot stand each other, you will keep seeing yourself. When your daughter is going to get married, the guy will appear. The lady that you don't want to see is going to appear. When she gives birth, she will cut. You cannot, and then if it's married, you're on your own. That lady that he's married to, she will make noise. That's her business. If it's in nations like this nation, where in nations in Europe and all the rest, if the lady knows her left to right, he will pay. He will pay to take care of
those children. Yeah.
He must continue to pay till they become adults. So he can't do that. He cannot separate from them. It's not possible. So if you are looking for the sleek guy, you are looking for better get your money. Get your money. You are a lady. Wake up from your sleep. Get your money. Stop waiting. Stop staying in your father's house and waiting that let this guy come. He's going to buy me white clothes. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. A lot of ladies are if you ask married ladies, if they want to tell you the truth, if you ask married ladies, they won't tell you the truth. Many of them, they are the ones that will even create those things that you are seeing, those things you are seeing on social media, that they are going out, they are doing outing. My dear did this for me. They are the ones that did it together. They put it together, and they went. They got their friends to take videos. They are the ones that do it. The guy does not care. He does not even care, man.
He doesn't think about it. For him, I'm working very hard. I just want to come back home and relax, chill.
So we have to tell you the way the things are. Some of them, or those guys, you see them wearing to the same clothes, is the babe that is looking for. Go to the market, go and look for the clothes to dress the guy up. He doesn't even know the level. Once he marry you, don't judge clothes. He thinks that he have got you. He move. He's moving forward. That's why you keep telling them, oh, yeah, you still have to do something. But he needs a lot of work need to be done in their minds, because they think that once he has married you, he has gotten you. Say that time when he was calling you, he will stay throughout the night. He will change his voice. You know, he's calling your phone. You'll be talking to changing his voice.
Why are you doing
After
this?
marriage, he's not going to change his voice again. You will see that his raw voice. If he was before, darling, yes, my dear, how are you? How are you? I'm fine.
Okay,
Oh, what are you doing
wait,
today? All this.
wait.
My
Immediately he marries you, you are seeing you like this. Or he has got you already. It's not changing. He will
No
start
voice
to
changing.
Benny, move.
Wait,
Yeah. Oh, my
wait,
brother, you have to wake up from your sleep.
it is the job
Wake up from your sleep.
it's
If
the
you are
job
thinking that you are on this social media, you are on
Yes.
this.
it is
What
the
did you
job
say?
of the woman to keep the relationship.
It's the job of the woman.
It's all
To
right.
keep
It's the job of the woman.
Relationship.
yes.
It's the job of the
The
woman.
man
Let us
doesn't
not
do
go
anything.
there. Let's not even go there. Me,
Let's
I'm
not go
talking
into
to
that
I'm
conversation.
talking to the ladies. Ladies, make yourself happy. If you like to go out to treat yourself, start to treat yourself nice. Because if you don't know how to treat yourself nice, you will not know when somebody comes around what is good for you. You will not know. Because you have not been treating yourself nicely.
You don't know
Start
what
to
is
treat yourself
Yeah.
nice now.
Yeah.
You want to go to nice restaurant, please get your money. Go to the nice restaurants now. Now you know, then you know those nice restaurants. Spend your money there.
They will wait
Spend
for
your money there.
come out, Sister Nkechi. Let me take you out for brunch.
If you
They don't
have,
go
for
out.
example, if you can spend on a sitting, you want to eat nice. I don't know what those things they eat there in Nigeria. You want to eat nice shawarma or all those things. You want to eat those nice things. Eh? If you can spend 10,000, 20,000 on a sitting, 30,000 to take yourself out.
Yeah,
You can treat yourself well with 30,000 naira on a sitting. Then when a guy comes your way, he thinks that your mouth is too big, that he cannot spend his 30,000 on you. You can be able to say, my guy, can you move? Can you move? Can you move? Because that's my lifestyle.
You won't allow yourself to be treated less than you treat your own self.
You not let somebody to treat you less than the way you have been treating yourself.
Soft life.
You will not begin to assume, don't worry. You let him just marry. Things will change.
You will change. Whatever you see today, you will see it in times 10.
You cannot change him.
There's another thing I want to say before we give the table to Mr. David. Brethren and brethren, what this sister is saying to you, my sisters in the house, take heed. Because one of my friends came to visit me and she said, my dear, I will continue to preach to all women. Make sure you have joint account and personal account, so that when surprises happen, you know that you have savings. So that when they beat you like this and the joint account has been tampered with, you will not be empty.
You will not look to the sky.
Now, a sister that does not have any job, no business, nothing.
She's staying at home, taking care of children. And the guy does not even care where you are there, sitting down, cleaning the ground.
Be patient, hold off. And brother surprises you. My dear sister said, if they ever told me that my husband can touch the joint account without telling me, or can take
you're joking. Wait and see. Go and ask those
she said when the other lady was talking about her predicament, she was like, oh, mine bad situation. That guy. How can he do this to this girl? He said, when it happened to me,
it was like victory.
She said sometimes it's like I'm dreaming. It's like I'm dreaming. Like, did he really do this? My guy went home, bought a nice land without telling his wife.
In his own name,
took a whooping $70,000 on the head of the family without telling his wife. My guy took that project and gave it to his mama to supervise without telling his wife. Okay, brother, what is the reason? I wanted to surprise you. It was meant to be a surprise.
Yes, now he
When
wanted
the building is all complete, you'll be surprised. Surprised about what? You went
surprised
to
now he did
put your
this thing.
building. You went to put your building beside your mother's building. How is that a surprise? It's a very sweet surprise. You did not carry me along. You didn't ask me what kind of pattern of building do I like, or if I like it or not. She said her joy is that she had been all the years that they've been working together, she has always saved money. He has saved money too. They have a joint account, but they all have separate accounts too, where they put their savings, so that everybody's building on its own saving, building on its own credit and all that. And so she took part of her own savings and also invested it. And the investment over the years, 10 years now, has grown into a whooping good amount of money. Now the guy is stuck. He said, you know what? Maybe we should sell your investment so that we can come out of this dish, because now if the loan of the family
did something happen? Did something happen all over? Bro, what are you talking about? Your first scam in new marriage. Forget that thing.
Calm down. She said that. She said, you know what I advise women? Just keep a very nice, pretty face. Don't fight. Just a pretty face. After you tell him the truth, you first tell him the truth. That surprise that you wanted to do. Have I ever surprised you like that? Me, have I surprised you like that and do things with my family members and surprise you like that? The guy was looking, okay, I'm so sorry.
What is good for the goose is good for the gander.
I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Please forgive me. Don't let this marriage break. He said, you know that this thing can break a marriage. The guy was begging.
Finance have broken a lot of marriage.
She decided to keep a very nice and beautiful face. She kept a beautiful face and a smiling demeanor because she knows that her investment is growing. Until the man woke up from his slumber and felt that let them sell some of that so that they can balance the family. She said,
Baba,
he said, don't worry, we're fine like
that. You are sleeping. You are woken up from your sleep.
This is just to tell you, my friends, brothers or sisters. Sometimes it's even the woman that is doing things, because I've known about families that the woman brought her parents abroad. When they reached abroad, they took over the family. They kicked the brother out of the family. Brother became homeless and childrenless. She took over the children, called police on the brother. Brother left the family. All the joint account gone. That man was almost mad though. He will go on the road, he'll be talking like a madman.
Yes, now that's not right. That's not
casting and losing. It's like
that's not right. If the guy has been there for you, you don't do that kind of rubbish.
Okay, but it happens. So let's ask what is good for
it's not right. It's not right.
Good. So sisters also do it to brothers. So it's not about we're not saying that it only happens to men or no. It happens to everyone. That is why we are talking about escaping the poverty line. Before you marry, you're not married yet. You have all the time to think. You're not thinking of cooking.
You don't have any child that you are feeding. You're not breastfeeding anybody.
Forget about breastfeeding. Stopping you. You're not even thinking of pleasing a man. What did the Bible say? When you are single, you cater for your single life. You don't think about the married life.
And to please the Lord. You're right.
You please the Lord. So as you're pleasing the Lord, you're also building yourself up.
Be pleasing yourself also.
All the time. Don't stay on Netflix.
Your well-being.
Do not stay on Netflix. Now, Nollywood has gone on YouTube now. It's free. They're telling you it's free. Subscribe. It's just free. You are sitting down there. You're watching nice movie. Those people are making money on you as you're watching the movie.
That thing, I was like, what is Nollywood doing?
You are watching the beautiful movies. Everybody wants to cash out on YouTube. You cannot catch sense and say, okay, they are creating YouTube. Me, I'm a good talker. Go on YouTube and create your channel and go and talk. Give your nugget to the world. You cannot think like that. You are sitting down on YouTube. You are watching Netflix. You are watching Amazon videos. You are watching everywhere that there is Crave, Roku. Is it Roku? All of there. You are watching. You are watching. You are watching your life away. Then you are waiting for Cinderella. You are waiting for your shoe to get lost. And then a prince will get it. Then they will look for the girl with the smallest legs.
Surprise.
They will marry the girl. Brothers of nowadays do not want a broke sister. This my brother I'm seeing here. He wants a sister that has money.
Table, my sister.
They're asking what you're bringing to the table.
What are you bringing?
They're now asking what you are bringing to the table. They forget that you are.
No. There is another school of thought. Don't go there. Don't talk about what you are bringing to the table. I'm talking about this. building yourself. What you are bringing to the table? Ladies are bringing their lives to the table.
A lot.
But what I'm talking about here,
Yes, a
they
lady
are
just
bringing
died.
her life. What
The life went on that table.
They are
A
bringing
lady
their
just
life
died, giving birth to a child.
when
not
you
alive
to give birth to a baby, you are bringing your life to the table. Except if she did not have children, and then she has not brought her life to the table. But once she becomes pregnant, and she is giving birth to a baby, she's bringing her life to the table of your life.
Yes, so
I
brothers are looking.
You are not bringing
Brothers said they are
anything.
looking
You
for
are not bringing anything. What you are building is something that will be there with you forever and ever. It continue to produce your spermatozoid. See, it's just there. It just continues. Though it reduces as time goes, because all these things that men used to tell you, they deceive you, they tell you that they're always strong. They lie. Once they become old in their 40s or 50s, the thing is weak also. It's not as strong as it used to be. So let us tell you that
children anymore.
It's not more healthy anymore. And sometimes even when you this thing, you see some people, the child is not because of the kind of thing. Old men.
Anyways,
but let us not go there. What we are saying is that you are a lady, start to build yourself. No, they have empty bank account. Don't use all your money to buy clothes and shoes. And this, waiting for one brother to come and pick you from your husband, from your father's house. You have first degree. Someone say you don't even have first degree. The Lord will help me. These brothers, the brothers, I'm seeing a lot of people on the this. Our brothers don't want to marry us. They are going outside to marry. What is this talk? What is this talk? What is this talk? Our brothers don't want to marry us. They are looking for sisters outside. They are going to marry from sisters outside. Because you have not made yourself to be a if you have made yourself, brothers, anyhow, brothers should not even come to you in the first place. Or you want go come. Somebody that you marry the person, you'll be feeding the person and you'll be shouting your head. Because once a guy does not have money, he's broke, he's irritated, he's not happy. He's not happy. So if he sees you, you're balling, you're happy. You are balling, you can eat you can somebody's going to come and tell us that you are not humble, you are not. This is not about humility. Everybody should have his bag. Carry your bag. You are a lady, please have your bag. You are a guy, have your bag. No, they tell us, don't come and be telling us this that. Have your bag. Nobody want to feed anybody in these days. Have your bag.
Life is.
I will tell you now, when we tell them also, go and learn to cook. Somebody will tell me it's the work of a woman. Yeah, on your own. No, if you know that you don't have enough bag, you don't have big bag to be able to get yourself a maid that will cook for you. Yeah, on your own. A babe will not be there to get her. You'll be having a bag. And at the same time, she will come and cook for you and clean for you and do everything. That time don't pass. Let us go tell yourself the truth. As we're on this deeper life Bible church series, let us say ourselves the truth.
Buy your machine. As long as the man is able to buy all the machines that she needs for the job to be done. Washing machine, dishwasher, dryer, there is even ironing machine now. You get
I know that there is robots now. There is even a robot that can go around your house to clean the house.
Let's focus on the topic.
You buy everything that is needed. So now let's talk about escaping this poverty line. Okay, let's not. We have digressed, but
no, we have talked a lot about this. You see, this issue of escaping the poverty line is that you are a group of friends. It's sort of you to sit down to be talking about that brother, the way that brother is not good, his shoe is like this. Please take your money. Put your money together, go and fry chin or whatever. Go and start putting it in school. So do something. Don't sit down in your father's house, lying down on the bed, and you're not doing anything. Have a goal, a financial goal. At the end of this year, I want to have this in my account.
Yes.
Financial goal. You must have a financial goal. Stop waiting for any brother. These brothers are not saviors. Stop thinking that a brother is a savior. You want to have a nice bed, please get yourself a good bed. You want a nice car, get yourself a car. You don't wait for people to come and buy a car for you. The cars that I bought, let me tell you the fact. If you don't know it today. My own cars I bought it myself. Nobody bought it for me. I bought my cars myself.
Yep.
And I'm proud to say it. I did not wait for any guy to buy any car for me. I bought my car myself. So, and we will tell you because on this, let us be telling these people this the way these things are. I bought my car myself. So some married ladies may not tell you, but I will tell you. So I will not come on social media and tell you that everything is all this thing is doing this for me, or I'll come and tell you lies that is the guy that is doing it for me. Somebody will say, you should cover him up. Tell it should be you're not, maybe I'm not covering him up. I'm telling you, women are doing their things. Women are doing their things. I got my car. When I'm waiting for somebody to buy a car for me, the guy is not ready to buy a car for me. I bought my car. I have my savings. I bought my car. What I want, I get.
Women are money. These days, women are getting more money than men.
They are thinking,
what you want, get it.
Women are thinking.
The kind of house you like, get it for yourself. Don't be waiting for somebody to do it for you. If you are waiting for somebody to, a lot of women in their 60s, in their 70s, go and meet them. Many of them, they are not happy. They are regretting because you are waiting for their husbands to do this for them, do this one for them. He did not do this for me. He did not do this for me. They are wasting your time. Get your things and make yourself happy. Live your life well, so that when you get to old age, 60 years, 70 years, you are this kind of person. You like to travel around the world. Please get yourself the money and put yourself on a flight. Travel around the world. Don't be waiting for somebody to do it for you. The best person that loves himself, you must. The world is getting so selfish and self-centered that even in the church now, these things are just. I see people, they go to church, they listen to the word of God. They are not even ready to do it. So instead of you, for example, because they say marriage is like a package, is when you open it, you now discover what is inside. If people tell you what they have discovered inside the package of their own marriage, almost it shock you. It go shock you.
It go shock you.
It go shock you. So when you are opening that your marriage part, somebody is going to say you didn't pray very well. Be deceiving yourself. We were also young people too. Let us tell them the truth. Somebody will say you are not spiritual well. You didn't pray very well. You didn't pray very well. Come and see me when I was a single. I was very spiritual. So those things that you're talking, no, it's not true. If you say you did not pray very well because you didn't pray, that's your problem. That's your business. I didn't pray very well. No problem. What makes me happy now is that I make myself happy. I'm not waiting for anybody to make me happy. I don't want to be at 60 years and I'll be regretting. What happened when I was this? He did not do this for me. Oh, I do it for myself, my dear. So that when I'm going,
your bag.
When they will put me inside the ground, when it's time for me to die, I will die happily. I don't want to die sad. I don't want to die with sadness, unfulfilled dreams. No. No unfulfilled dreams.
Nobody can help you fulfill your dreams, really.
For example, you're a woman, you are there, you are married or something. The person is not. Some people, some women, for example, their children were not educated. Why? Because the guy they married. You
are speaking French and English. We're speaking English.
And the guy they married is a headache. It's a headache.
He has no plan for his children's life. He doesn't have any.
The only thing he's thinking about is pleasure.
Yeah.
They are so bad. It's after they have married that they discover that guy, the reason why he married was for pleasure. So you start hearing.
Not pleasure, sex.
He didn't sleep with you. You sleep with me only 4 times a week.
Yes, so.
It must be every day. You start to hear nonsense, rubbish, because that's the only thing he's thinking about. So when he sleep with you 4 times a week or 5 times a week or 7 times a week, if children come, what happens? Is you that, as I told you, that you are the one as a lady, you are the one that will bring your life on the table. So c'est-à-dire que every time you're always pregnant, you're bringing your life on the table. If you pass like this, if you pass in the hospital like this, then it will shock you. If you can see from the Odela, you will realize that guy, it shocks you. This guy has already seen the will of God before 1 year ended. The thing will shock you. And he starts calling the person, he's calling you Diao. He will shock you the way you start looking at another person with romance and love. So why you deceive yourself? Why deceive yourself? Why
What is,
deceive yourself?
eh? what, what is your problem? The man wants to move on and enjoy his life. What's your problem?
Want to move
Yes.
on?
The
Yeah.
And
if,
women don't move on. Oh.
if
Women
it is
stay
the
there.
lady,
They'll be mourning their late
Ah,
husband. They'll be
yeah,
talking about how
waiting.
sweet he was.
women
My
of
husband,
women
my
of
husband has,
forget it. They cry like this. I
With
beg,
4
man.
children.
my
Where did they
husband
move
has
on to?
you say, what will I do now after 4? After
After 4.
if it is the guy, he has moved, he doesn't even care. He will not even consult with his children whether they are happy of the ladies he's marrying. He's thinking first about himself.
Yes. You say he cannot
So
stay with them.
ladies must start to think
He has
The
the
first.
life
money.
of
They must start thinking about themselves.
allow us. We need to enjoy.
You need
Leave
to
us.
enjoy. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Now, let me tell you something. I want to add something. When we talk about escaping the poverty line, maybe you have always had dreams, male or female, whoever you are. Nobody can fulfill your dreams for you.
You're right.
If you're not ready to do the job to fulfill your dreams, you will be unhappy. And before you know it, many marriages, me, I believe that's one thing about me. Okay, I don't, everybody has their own what they have, what they think. But I believe that whatever my husband cannot give me, I can give myself. Okay. That's how I am. I just believe and that's what I always tell you guys on this group and the page and the YouTube channel, everywhere. These men that you're looking up to, we were all students. I still see some of my colleagues now. We were students on the same school bench. Why do we think that guy now should have more than you? He had hands. You had the same teachers. You had the same books. You read the same. You wrote the same exams. Then you finished. What makes you less of a human to make massive wealth the way he's making?
Massive. That's what I'm talking about. Massive.
The only problem that women have is that they are restricted. Or even guys, some guys, now the new trend that we're hearing now is that women have more opportunity.
That's the new group now.
They are giving more privileges to
So
women.
they are coming passport bros, as they call them.
Men
They are
changing
passport bros.
position. They are changing their position. They are saying, yeah, I'm looking for a nurse, successful nurse, but that nurse, somebody wrote me, said, please help me in this group. My sister, please, a successful nurse living in the diaspora. I said, why did you specifically chose diaspora?
Can you imagine that?
He said, so that I've always wanted to live abroad. So, and I said, why can't you take yourself abroad? Wouldn't it be easy to hook up with the beautiful nurse? Say, no, it's very hard, but women, they've already, I don't know, women know how to cross. They've reached, maybe their family helped them, they find a way, and the world is, there's more women in the world. I'm sure that many sisters now are looking for, they believe that once you have crossed and you didn't marry, them, they are hot cakes.
It's trying to help out there that are feeling cold.
You say what? They believe that once they have crossed.
Look at what this man is saying. That is, you are helping the sisters outside that are feeling cold. You hear that? Helping sisters in the diaspora that are feeling cold.
They need companionship.
They need companionship.
Yes. This is the point that I'm making. The point I'm making is this. It's simple. It's very simple. I'm not pushing anything. I'm just telling you guys. Nobody will fulfill your dream for you.
Nobody.
If you have a dream that is burning inside of you,
go get your dream. Achieve them.
Put systems in place to fulfill your dream.
You're right.
If your husband was going to join you, or your fiance is going to join you, maybe you would have fulfilled it because you are 2 in 1 year. If you do it alone, you might be able to fulfill it in 1.5
years. Don't worry.
2 years, or 3 years. It doesn't pass quickly. 3 years just goes like this. 3 years is gone. It doesn't take a long time for 3 years to go. Don't look at it as a long time, but just do one thing at a time, one step at a time. Keep your dream alive and focus on your dream.
I remember that
I always tell you guys all my own. Wait 1 minute. I always tell you all my own testimonies and my friends. We share. Me, I have. They say your network is your net worth.
Yes.
Someone said, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. It's no more, I'll show you who you are. Show me your friends and I will show you your future. If you have bad friends that sit and gossip and talk and lament and wail and cry. Your future is down there. But you have friends that you come together and you plan and you think and you strategize. You are going heights, you are going places. My own group of friends, they are women that come together and plan. We don't sit down and criticize. Our husbands are bad. Our husbands are, no, we don't have time for that. We say, come, what is the business that we're doing now? What can we do? Okay, the business is worth $1 million. Okay, if I have $300 or I have 200,000, okay, can I get other women among my friends that can add so that we can get to that $1 million business? Trusted friends that can do big things with us. One of my friends has always wanted to have rentals. She wants to have her own house. She wants to build into the real estate. But her husband was not interested. He would not have it. It took her a couple of times, took her getting extra job. That's why when I tell people, when you're working very hard, it's not for long term. You are working hard now because you know what you're going to do with that money. But if you're working very hard now because you want to feature, you want to just do all the good things, you just want to feel fly, you want to buy expensive things, Gucci bag and everything. Gucci bag is not an investment. It's not an Louis Vuitton. It's not an investment.
Liability.
It is not an investment. $5,000 Gucci bag. If you have 5 of them, that's 25,000. If you add another 25,000 to that money, you might have a 5% for a $500,000 house.
The house
that you put rental in. But we don't. Some women don't think. They think of how people look at them. They are more interested in how the world perceives them. And that's why they stay in poverty. At the end of their life, they will be telling stories. Like one lady that I know, she's an acquaintance. She's not my friend because my friend is tight. She's an acquaintance. She said, there was a time, I had money. Money has passed through my hand. I said, what do you do with this? I like expensive. I like to drive expensive cars. I like to buy expensive shoes. I like to look good, I like to look good, I like to look good. Hey, I look at them.
Good.
I said, so those bars, those shoes, where are they? She said, my sister, I'm going to tell you the truth. Those shoes, they go bad like the cheap shoes that you buy from Walmart, Superstore, those small stores, and Amazon. They go bad the same way. But for the moment, you feel good in your skin when you go out. Girls like to feel good. They like to, they like to know what you're driving. When you open your car, they want to see what you're driving, and She said, but those were bad choices. Back then, it was bad choice. I think of all the money that has come through me. Sometimes 10,000 here, 10,000. She said sometimes in 6 months, I have touched over 60,000. I say, what? In less than 6 months, you have touched over 60,000. We're talking of many years ago. What did you do with it? You didn't invest into money, into properties. Properties were even cheap in Canada back then. You didn't. What did you do with it? She said, we didn't know. We just came to Canada. Life was good. We're living the Canadian dream. But my friend worked hard, morning and night. She got her money. When she was closing her deal of her first over $500,000 house with rentals already there. I said, girl, that's how we do it, man. That's how we rock. We work hard, we get the money, we invest into, we become landlady. When they were presenting her to her tenants that, oh, this is the new owner of this house. They look at a black woman, short, like small like this.
La la.
This like the owner of this house.
Powerful.
She said she was even like in between.
Powerful woman.
Like, I didn't want them to know me because I felt like, let them know me and feel, so this girl like this is the owner of this house. I say, my dear, don't worry. Anyhow, they look at you are the owner of the house. It's your house. You decide who lives there and who doesn't. It's yours.
Yes, sir.
That's what we call. It's not about mouth. You see, many women we think that you think that your mouth is your power. No. Stay quiet, grind, win big. Let your investment, let your decisions, let it speak for you.
Your choices.
Let them speak for you. So I'm saying you don't have
to
share
away bad friends. Share away those friends that will not help you to move forward in your life. Share them away.
You don't need a $500,000 house. Start small. If you start with 100,000, You start, I don't know what's your currency like. Maybe you have 100,000 naira. You can get a land for 100,000. Go out, go inside. Don't mind that there is no road there. Look at the city. Do your feasibility studies. The city is nice. The city is growing. It's a growing population. Go there. Invest. Make sure you get the real paperwork. Do your things very well. Put a farmland. Let someone be farming there. And wait. Don't spend that money just anyhow. Invest your money. Invest your money. And there's nobody that knows it all. In this business world, nobody knows it all. We're all playing the game of, we're all trying things. I've come to realize that even all these rich people, sometimes you take a course and you'll be like, oh, this person is telling people how to make money. And when you are doing question and answer, you ask them questions. They're like, everybody chime in. Let's brainstorm about it. This person has asked this question. What do you guys think? Let's brainstorm, guys. Let's brainstorm. You're like, I thought she had all the blueprints. She's going to tell me, okay, you are doing this business, do this. Done. And you start seeing money. We are all learning. Life is a stage. Everybody is performing there.
Yeah.
So bring your performance. Come the way you are. Your performance is not less than the others popular. How are new musicians discovered? There are always new talents. Until you open your mouth to sing, nobody knows how your voice sounds.
You're right.
So your stage is ready now. Climb on the stage, perform well. Give your best performance. And win
everywhere you go to.
There are tools that you need to learn. Okay, if you're into business, there are tips you need to learn. Know your tools. If you're into business, you're into how you sell and buy, you need to know advertisement, you need to know marketing, you need to know social media. You can't hide from it. Be ready to learn. If you are ready to learn, there is no limit to a person who is ready to learn. You also learn the game and start winning like the big boys that you are looking up to. Those people, they started small. Everybody started small. Don't think that, they've arrived. No, nobody has arrived. And be humble. If you are ready to learn from anybody, you are humble. You are ready. You tell people, come and teach me. I can learn from you. I'm ready to learn from you. You don't know it all. My daughter used to say something. She said, on the bus, when people on the school bus, I like to listen to them. I just sit and I listen to everyone talk. I pick something from it. She likes to listen to them. She doesn't talk. She listens to them. And that's why sometimes when she talks, people say she's very intelligent because she listens. I think it's because of the abundance of listening. You listen a lot. And then you pick what is good for you. So listen to people. Pick what is good for you and stop always, whenever you go to a meeting, you meet somebody, the person is doing something, you want to tell them, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No. Listen to them. Once they want to start talking, just listen. Be nodding your head. If something is biting you to talk, take a pen and start writing those your thoughts out. And wait for that person to say, do you have any question? Because that way, you allow that person to download everything. When they download everything for you, the kind of knowledge you would have gotten, it's something that people pay a lot to get. Learn all that you have. And don't miss your performance on your stage now. If you sit down on your own and you have a very deep impression, strong impression, and you cannot help it, give that thought a try. It might be your key to your $1 million. Don't neglect anything. Don't neglect anything. There's nothing. Don't say, oh, I had this big thought, but it just looks so local. It doesn't look. No, don't worry. Fine tune it. Start. Fine tune it. Clean it up. Do it better. Is it a voice, a word of knowledge? Is it a business? Is it a craft? Whatever it is. Don't ever look down on that. Your guts. Some people say how God leads you. Deep within you, strong. Do it.
Sometimes it's a counsel. Sometimes it's someone's counsel.
Yes. And it doesn't leave you. It just stays with you. Try it. Don't be afraid to try. That's just the summary of this conversation today. Don't be afraid to try. If you want to escape from poverty line, poverty lifestyle, poverty mentality, poverty situation, my family has been like that. And be ready to turn every lemon to lemonade. There is that girl, that pastor, they said, oh, he talked about her, he related her. The guy rubbed off his popularity on that girl that nobody would have known. Nobody would have known that girl. Now they're calling her for spa treatment and this treatment and that treatment. So, my dear, even when you think that it's a bad situation,
Wow, that's that. What you just said is very key. You know, she could have gotten so angry with that pastor and start to tongue lash the pastor and say all sorts of rubbish to him. Yeah, that's true. You are very, very correct. Sometimes some terrible things happens in your life.
yeah,
Because I remember that daddy used to say that God wants you to take you through a wilderness so that
yeah,
he can use you. He can your experience, you'll be able to help others through your experience. And then when he used to say that, I used to be very unhappy and angry with him sometimes. I was like, why must God take me through that wilderness? Why must this happen to me? Why must it be me? Why not others?
yeah.
But today, I come to realize that there are some things that people will tell me. There are some things that they come to sit down and talk with me. I understand the pains of others because I've gone through that pain.
Yeah,
Because when you've not gone through that journey, sometimes you cannot comprehend it.
right.
But because I've gone through some pains in my own life and my own experience, I can be a shoulder that others can lean on.
Yeah, you can
I can
relate
be
to
a
other
shoulder
people.
that others can. When they come sharing this thing, I can understand. Yes, I
You have been
understand
there.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
Then I can try to tell you, this is what I did to come out of that situation.
yeah.
This is what helped me not to go into depression. This is what helped me to become the kind of person that I am today. You see this strong lady, strong lady that you see, this strong lady has gone through this, has gone through this, has gone through this. And when I open my mouth to say some of these things, they are surprised. They were like, you didn't, yeah, but I say yes. Even in this your low time that they expect that you should go and hide yourself in a hole. You should go into a pit. You should go and hide yourself. I will not tell you that there was no times of me being in a pit. There are times I was in a pit. But I've now come to realize that I now can help others come out of their pits.
Yeah.
And walk them through it. And you can start to dream. It comes to a point where maybe because of your situation, you're no more dreaming. You have stopped dreaming.
That's right.
But if you are a lover of Jesus, he can revive, he can remake your life, he can make all things new again. He can put you on the stage and then you begin to dream again. You can be able to dream again.
Yeah.
And your life can become green again.
Yeah.
It can become sweet again.
Bar.
Yeah.
So
and you can achieve all that you needed to achieve. You can achieve it.
Okay, David, go for it.
Chances. Yeah.
Yeah, so we spoke a lot about many things, but I just want to condense it for everyone. So basically, for you to escape the poverty line, you need to jump on a sort of vehicle, and the most common ones are job. Either you get a job, or you start a business, or if you already have those things already, then probably you could become an investor, right? And then we also talked about people. People are very important in your process of creating wealth, right? Because people will help you shape your mindset when you're going in the wrong direction. If you're having low times, the people around you, your friends, your tight circle, will be the ones that will help you to get to the next step, next phase in life, right? Also, the conversation you trust the most will help you to grow because, like the examples that we heard about this lady getting her first house, it was because of her friends' encouragement. So if you find yourself in positions that are not um, aligned with your financial goals regularly with a person, certain type of person, try as much as possible to start avoiding that type of person because they rub off on you the wrong way. They will derail you from your goal. So another thing is the type of activities you do with those people, right, is very important. If you are the type of person that you find yourself among people that regularly encourage you to spend your hard money in the places, uh, those are people that you need to strike off your your tight circle. Of course, there is a place for some silly friends that serve the purpose of um, mental health, like stress relief. You need to in your life. You know that there is always that one person that they're just silly in your life, and when you just get to discover them, you become just less stressed. That's the value they add to you. So those type of people they are also essential, but they shouldn't always be around you because they will turn you to become like that, right? So and also look around you, the people that have capabilities, right? Like, if you are always around people that are um they don't think big. When you're thinking big, your thoughts will be outrageous, and it's like the crab, right? Crab and the bucket story. You are trying to climb out of the poverty bucket. Other crabs will see you out, they will drag you down. That's what the wrong friends will do to you, right? So you should be very, very wary of your network so that you keep around you. That's key. Then another thing is very, very important. The number one thing that we can never get back is time. As today is running off, we are not going to get back. And the more you get older, if you don't play the right game, you will not have enough leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is the thing that you have that can move money exponentially to you, right? So leverage can be job experience. You have a lot of job experience, right? That's why you start earning more because you can say, okay, I've done this so many times. I'm a master in this.
Mm.
That's leverage. Or you can also have something that is very, very key in this age and time, which is code leverage. Code
Mm.
leverage. Tech companies, they come from nothing to billions. So tech is a very, very key way to jumpstart your yourself from zero to multi-million dollar in a
Mm.
very, very and tech is not something that is so difficult to learn. And you don't necessarily need to learn tech that much, but if you are aware about the opportunities that lie in tech space, you can be able to hire people that will do the things that you need them to do for you, and will catapult you into building things that are worth using. Right? Especially in the Christian community, we have a lot of space where tech things can be built. Right? I've seen around, for example, I've seen around in the Muslim community, they do a lot of things. Um, they, for example, they have a dating app for Muslims alone, like Muslim people just to date themselves. So, and they have things like that. They have banks. They have all kind of things like that. But in the Christian community, we don't have that a lot. So that can be an opportunity for you to use code to leverage and create something that is very, very unique to the Christian community, right? Then, in terms of building wealth, I would say, like for example, if you want to start as a side hustle or a side business,
Mhm.
a good thing to do to use is teaching. Teaching is a very very important skill that will help you to move from here to here. Now, let me explain why teaching is very, very important using my career path, right? For example, I'm a product designer right now. Um, as a product designer, I could be working for one company and be making one salary. That's one way to go about it. Or I could freelance and work for different bosses, different clients, basically, right? And that will open doors to more opportunities to make more money. Or another way is I can use my knowledge of product design and teach people how to become product designers, right? And make a lot of money doing that.
Mhm.
Now, let me tell you where that is key, teaching people how to do the thing that you do. And teaching them will help other people discover you. Number one, you help students that want to be like you to discover you. That's number one, and they will pay you for doing that. Number two, you will get more clients because clients will now think that, oh wow, this person is teaching people this. That means you must know a lot about this topic, right? And that's the reason why we want to choose him to do this project for us, right? So that's number two. Number three, um, you also make money on all these platforms that are clamoring for people to become creators, right? YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. The more you teach people there, you gather a lot of followers that are very niche, right? You can make money on your YouTube channel teaching a very, very specific skill, right? And you will get a lot of big brands coming to you saying that, okay, can you advertise this on your page? Can you advertise this on your page? So that opens doors to many, many, many other things, right? So teaching is a very, 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 very important skill that I think anyone can leverage and make a lot of money. You don't have to be in the West. You don't have to be in America. You don't have to be in UK, Europe. You don't have to be anywhere to make the money. You can do it from anywhere around the world, and you will make a lot of money, right? Then another thing is you can start selling products to anywhere around the world as well. Selling products is not geographically restrictive anymore, right? You can pick a product that um, people in China that will need, right? And you're in Africa. For
Yeah.
example, I'll give you a perfect example. In Dubai, the Arabs, they like to use charcoal for many, many things. For example, they use it for hisha. I don't say the word exactly, but and also they use it for their cooking. They have cooking styles that are very unique to them. And
Mhm.
imagine in Africa, there's a lot of coal, right? You can start exporting it over there and you get paid for that. And that is something that people think that is a very, very under lucrative or is below standard type of business, right? But it's
Yeah.
a very lucrative type of business. So just a few things I just wanted to share with you there. And but the key thing is you need to think about money in terms of leverage. If you're able to create something that gives you an edge, that have the ability to exponentially move your money line from where it is now to 10 times, that's the things that you need to start focusing on. And mind you, the more money you want to make, sometimes the more difficult it is the leverage that you need to use, because leverage is not easy to acquire, right? And the more leverage you have, the more, if you understand physics, the pendulum, right? If you have good leverage, you you pull like this more, and then when you pull down more with your leverage, you can shoot the other side, and you go very, very far, right? So
Mm.
that's basically the idea of leverage. Code is one powerful way of leveraging money, right? Because if you are if you're able to if you're able to build a SaaS product,
Yeah.
a product that anybody and everybody needs to use,
Mhm.
you don't need to do a lot of work. The code will do the work for you, and then
Yeah.
you'll be breaking in a lot of money, right?
Mhm.
So, guys, girls and guys can do these things that we're talking about. It's not restrictive to any gender.
Mhm.
Like we said throughout all of this, women, things have changed. Men, things have changed. So, at this point, everybody needs to have a way to find value, to give themselves first before they even get into a relationship in marriage with somebody else. If you're not the best version of yourself, you attract people that are on your level. If you increase your worth, your personal worth, you will attract the people that are on your level, because the people that are on your level, they will always come for you. People hardly like to go below their line, right? So that's why you always need to focus on yourself first, and then later on you can attract somebody else that will match your vibe, your energy, your when I'm saying vibe, I'm not saying vibe in terms of who you are as a person, but I'm specifically talking about your financial vibe. If your financial vibe is just chilled, it's not saucing, it's not sizzling. You know what I mean? Like your pocket is not sizzling. You not attract sizzling chefs, you know. so so you need to make your pocket sizzle, so that when you just think about going to Hawaii, or you want to go to Tanzania, Zanzibar, you just look, okay, how much do I need to make? Okay, what do I need to create right now? What kind of value I need to put out there that will bring out that money? Right? That's the way I think about things now. So if I have a project, I think, what can I do to make this money come up? And that's what you can do, guys, to make your money. But at the end of the day, guys, always ask the women, what are you bringing to the table? If you ain't bringing nothing, please go to the next man. There's always a next man for you. All right. But for me, okay, if you're
Really?
coming, if you're trying to be my spouse, you need to bring something to the table. It has to be intellectual, or it has to be otherwise. Anyway, guys know what I'm talking about. But sisters, listen,
Okay,
I'm just telling.
now, I agree with you. Intellectual, okay.
Oh, what do you mean?
Intellectual, yes, of course. You will not go and take somebody that you'll be dragging now, that doesn't know the next thing. No. You have to take somebody that is, that one is sure. Even in this family, say we don't want those kind of. It's true, we have potentials, but we don't want those kind of people.
Listen.
All right.
I tell you,
Okay.
Tech
Let the
bros.
church say amen.
Amen.
So, sisters, listen. Nowadays things have changed, so it's not like before that you just think that you look pretty and then you get the creme de la creme. It doesn't work that way anymore. So you need to work on yourself, as they've all advised you to. A lot of men will not tell you that, because we don't really care
Pretty
if
face.
you're top or that. We just care about pretty face,
You like pretty face.
most times,
Okay.
right?
After
But
what happens?
also, let me tell you another thing. Another thing is that sometimes it's just easier to
Wait,
manage.
sorry. Can you take a pretty face with no bag?
Yes, 100 times.
As
Can
long
you
as you
take
can
a
cook.
pretty face with no bag?
100 times.
Okay. So
I
you're
don't care.
encouraging them to have a pretty face.
It's
But you are
Someone
saying
have
what do they
pretty
bring to
face.
the table? So the pretty face is what they bring to the table.
That's what they bring to the table.
Is that
yes,
enough?
it depends on my goal now. It depends on my goal. If my goal is pretty face has some sort of intrinsic value.
No, you said that if they bring only a pretty face to the table, you'll be good with that.
Yes,
True, of
now.
course. Good.
In the-
So she doesn't have to have any intellectual value, no
No.
money, no plans, as long as she's pretty.
Pretty.
Pretty
Pretty
and
on
sitting
my program.
A.
Pretty.
Pretty and on my program. If you're not on
What
my
do you mean
program,
on your program? What's on your program? What about your program? Pretty face is pretty face.
I have a program now. Every man has a program. If you're not on my program, you're not fit for the union.
You
know
said
what I mean?
pretty face.
You say pretty face.
Pretty face and she's born again.
Don't make these things difficult for these potential ladies. that might be listening and might want to apply or go and speak to the Lord. Some people are going to say, "Oh, did you say it's will of God?" That might want to say, "Oh, brother David, Mr. David, as the man from my life." So we are telling them, once it's pretty face, it's okay.
It's the requirement number one.
It's the requirement number one.
Requirement for, just like how requirement for men is.
What about the pretty face? If she's pretty and saucy.
Pretty and saucy?
Pretty and unhospitable.
No, you're not understanding. I told you, pretty and must be on the program.
On the program. So you have a program. Then
of course,
when she comes with the pretty face, that's the number one that you look for. Then you'll be able to look at the
qualifier.
Okay, qualifier.
So you have qualifiers, right?
But so, I don't understand that pretty face that you talk about. Guys, don't listen to that. Is pretty face talk. The girls here said are pretty. They're not pretty.
Relative. They're just relative. What is pretty? That thing is relative.
It is in the eyes of the beholder. The ladies that this young man has told me are pretty. They are not pretty. They are normal. They're just normal. They're not Kardashian kind of pretty. They're just normal girls.
They're just normal.
Yeah, they're just normal girls. So don't stop yourself from applying. Okay.
They will flood this. They will flood his DM. Be careful. That talk. When they don't flood his DM, even the scammers. I beg, no one scammer for you.
All right.
Session. Please give us a like. Give us a share. Send in your comments. Send in your questions. Listen, if you want to.
Anyway, those are on the lighter note. Pray, so don't think that maybe we take pretty face, no prayer. No, forget. We pray whether you are supposed to be here. We not
guys,
take you like no.
If you want me to expand on what I just said, being on your program, just hit my DM. I tell you, because
bonjour.
A lot.
DM.
Yes, sir. A lot of men are becoming weak. They are emasculated by a lot of things that are going around. So you need to stay masculine, because if you're not
masculine, the ladies should be masculine.
No, the men now.
Okay.
I'm saying
so the guys should visit your DM.
Yes, the women they should be feminine. If you're not feminine, you are trying to be heady. No, you're not on my program. You move.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Maybe next time we will dive a bit more into some of these things that we just brushed off a little bit. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give us a like. If you don't like it, you can insult my beards and all of that. I'm fine with that. No problem. Or you can choose any of these our lovely guests, hosts, and you can roast them too. So it's fine.
No. There's no such things here. Give us a like, encourage us so that we can give you more content, more knowledge, not more tips, strategies, so that you can be much more better than when you met us. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for following. And if you are watching this video, watching this talk after this broadcast or after this live, we are very happy to have you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Please drop your questions, even if you watch this afterwards. Maybe you're at work or you are sleeping depending on where you are right now, where you live, what country, Asia. Sometimes they're sleeping in all these countries. So please do well to ask your questions, share your concerns, comments. Let us know what you think. And what advice can you share? If you are a mama, you are a grandma, you watch this, because I know a couple of grandmas watch us too. Please share with these young folks some of the advice that you can give about, wealth building, marriage or relationship building, and any nugget that you have. We'll be very happy to glean from your knowledge. Thank you so much, mama, papas, brothers, sisters, young men and young women, and friends. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the page, like the page.
The YouTube is Deeper Life Bible Church singles. The YouTube.
DLBC singles is what we are.
The YouTube is
DLBC
Deeper
singles.
Life Bible Church Singles. YouTube
If
channel.
you look
On
on,
YouTube.
on YouTube, if you type DLBC singles, you find it too.
You find it. Okay.
Yes, so DLBC singles on YouTube, you should be able to find it. So if you add DLBC singles, you'll find us on YouTube, and same thing on Instagram, Facebook, and anywhere else. Thank you so much. Yeah, so brother, you're done?
Brothers, don't grieve for anybody. Thank you very much. We are done.
See you guys next time. Bye.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.